Your code works on your machine, but does it work on everywhere? Hi, I am Aarti, and today I will be showing how I automated my entire code quality project using CI/CD pipeline so that my GitHub catches bugs before they even become problems. So let's have a look at my VS Code first. In my lab 5 folder, I have a folder named .github, which contains another folder called workflow, and under this I have a ci.yml file. Now, what is this? It's a GitHub action workflow file, and every single push and pull request is automatically triggering a pipeline that runs on Ubuntu actually. And what it does, it installs the UV, it would set up the Python, which is like 3.11 over here, install all the dependencies, and also runs the 4 checks back to back. These are the rough checks, which is mentioned over here. So if any of these fail, the commit is flat, and it's like no more like it did work on my machine, but it is not working right now. GitHub will tell you exactly what broke and where, and you can see each steps running live. So in order to see how it works, let's have a look at my GitHub. Okay, so now we are on my repo where all my files are here. In the actions tab, you can see they are all check marks over here. Green means that you can ship it, and if there is a red one, that means you need to fix it. Over here, it's a red one, so I need to fix it. All right, now let's get back here again. Now let's talk about the secret management. I have a .env file here. So what it does that it contains my configurations, and this is being stored locally on my system. But here's the critical part that this file doesn't get committed to my GitHub. Hence, it has been mentioned in my git ignore as well, .git ignore file using this. So why we do that? We have sometimes our project uses certain variables or certain information which cannot be shared publicly, for example, API keys. So these are something which are meant to be kept confidential, but our projects yet need to work. So what we do is that we create a local file, which we have actually created env. Here it is containing all LLM-based URL, what is the LLM model, and then port number and log level. And this is all something which actually enables our project to run, but it is not available to other developers if they want to. So I also created a .env example file instead. What it does that it's a template which shows that what variables are needed with real values. Now this file .env.example, this can get pushed to the GitHub repo, and it has not been ignored by .ignore file. Anyone who is cloning this file can use a cp.env.example, and then what user or the developers can do is that they can fill their own values. So my secret remains secret, and the patterns stay documented. So that's how the professionally secret is managed. Now let's move on to the web interface. For this, I've already started my server using UV, so it's been already running, and yep, let's have a look at it. So enter. So this is the website. Now you can see there's a slight difference in the UI because from my previous code. And if you want to know how I built a similar document retrieval, please check out my previous videos. I've explained how I did it. Now in this, you can see the web interface has 3 panels. The history is on the left, the search in the center, and the results on the right. Now let's have a look at the search controls and metrics. We have 3 options. The first is the hybrid search, the second is the reranking, and the final, it is the results. It can be increased or decreased. So now these 3 all are wired directly to the API. So when you search it, it would send 3 values, which is use_hybrid, use_reranking, and end results to the backend. After every search, the metric section updates instantly. So the method would show like hybrid plus search or reranking, and if you're selecting both together, if you select hybrid, then it will show hybrid. If you select reranking, then it will show reranking. The results is nothing but this is the count which will be displayed over here, and we have a time which says like how long did it took to generate this response. Okay, let's just try typing a query over here. So what did Lucy saw at night? We hit enter. You see, we see all the results have been shown here. Number 1, number 2, percentage with the chunk as well, chunk number in which it's present. The result is here. Along with this, there's a history mentioned as well, like what we did the search here. So if I make do another search. Oh, by the way, there is also shown that we did this hybrid plus reranking. The result was 5, and it took around 2.31 seconds to generate this response. Okay, let's try with another query. Yes. Oops. And if I hit enter, took us around like 4.49 seconds, along with the results being shown here. You can see both of the searches have been shown over here. So here we are using the session history functionality, in which every search automatically gets saved to the left panel over here. And along with this, the method, results, and timestamp, newest search will always appear at the top. And if you click on any history, it will show us our results as well on the right. If we press this clear history, okay, everything gets cleared. Now let me try submitting an empty query. Let's see what happens. It is validating and saying that please enter a search query over here. The results which are generated can also be exported to a JSON file. Now, if your query contains multiple lines, you can just simply select Shift and Enter. So, for example, is garlic, and then we press Shift along with Enter. We get the next line. Better than. Then again Shift and Enter. Crucifix has a vampire repellent. If you select that, you can see it still works. Also, you can see if whenever we are typing any query and the time between the entering the query as well as getting a response, we have a loading screen as well, which has been shown under the results section. This can be seen as what did we see at night. So when I click on search, you can see in the result it says searching, and then it generates the result. All right, let's get back to our project again. Here we can try looking into our we can perform a lint check as well, which can be done by uv run rough check. Wait for some time, and yes, all checks have been passed. Now we can do the same with format to see any formatting issues exist or not. So there are no formatting issues as well. Now let's try and check the code coverage. For this, we're going to run uv run Pytest, hitting enter. So our testing is now starting. This is going to take a while, so we can wait for some time, and we'll get back when this is done. All right, so our testing has been completed, and we have achieved 92% of the code coverage, and we have 57 test cases in total, which took us around like 16 minutes, 17 seconds. If, the only dependency that I had in this project throughout is the .env, and you can actually implement that in your code project using uv add .env, and then it gets added to your PyProject.yml as well. So, and if you want to look at the whole code base, I have a GitHub link mentioned down in the description box to check it out. Thanks for watching.